Just out on one of my long runs at the moment. I'm planning on doing about 20 miles. I'm going to stick some hills into it as well, so I'm hoping about 5 miles of that'll be hills. But yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning and already it's getting warm and hot, so it's going to be a battle to manage salts again today. I'm quite a salty sweater, so I struggle quite a bit with salts. Every time I've had an issue on an ultra or something like that, it's been because of the heat. So I'm trying to get a lot of my training in the warmth to try and adapt to it. Garmin's got this quite handy feature that tells me how adapted to the heat I am. I don't know how true that is, but I've been watching that going up as I've been training throughout my endurance phase. Now, obviously the hope is that the more I train in the heat, the more my body will try and conserve my salts when I'm sweating, so I won't sweat out too much or excessive amount of salt. But regardless, I've got my tailwind in my drinks, and I've got my salt tablets just in case I start to feel the effects of it. And it usually, when it's got really bad, I usually feel it in the quads. My quads struggle to work, and the muscles start locking up. But I mean, I'm just into it now. I'm just under 4 miles in at the moment, so it's still early days yet, but you can probably see the sweat on my face. It's already, it's going to be a hot one today. But heading out to Whirlibee, I think. We're going down Downcote towpath at the moment. I think what I'll probably do is go up to Saxby Bridge, turn off there, head up to Saxby, do Saxby Bridge, Saxby Hill, sorry, back down, and then I reckon I'll just keep going along, picking up a hill as I go along there. And I hope, because they're quite big, long hills, them ones, I hope I can add quite a bit on doing that. I think if I get to Whirlibee and I still ain't got quite the distance I need, I think it's about 5 miles back home from Whirlibee, so I'll just keep doing Whirlibee Hill for a bit until I get up to about 15 mile and then head back. Oh yeah, I'm sort of into the endurance training phase of my ultra training now. I've spent a good few months early on in the sort of spring, just training my pace and general fitness. I strength train all the year round anyway, but so I've got my base level fitness now, so now it's just getting my body used to a bit of long distance. I dropped off after Viking Way last year, dropped my mileage right down, my feet were a bit messed up. I've only just started getting the feeling back in 2 of my toes, my big toe and the one next to it. All the feeling went from them. I reckon I must have severed some nerves or something with all the running. Well, the bottom of my skin was like, the bottom of my feet was, the skin was like crinkly plastic. By the time I'd finished, it was awful. So I reckon I probably done some damage there, but they're back to normal now. Well, as normal as any ultra runner's feet are. You know, nails all over the place. Hardly any of the nails there. But you know, I think my big toes. I did a 20 mile last Saturday, and my big toe was hurting after that. So I've got a feeling that that one might be the next to go. But I'm feeling all right at the moment, so maybe not. We'll see. Just gone up Saxby Hill and now I'm going up Dan's Hill. Now this is one of the worst hills in this area. I think the gradient's something like 1 in 4. I don't know if you can tell very well by this camera. Honestly, I'm only just started at 10 metres up or something. Oh, yeah, it's a twat, this. Well, gets a bit better further up, but don't feel like it's ever gonna. Oh well, put big boy pants on, eh? Top of Dan's Hill, just got to the top. Oh, what a bugger that was. But rewarded with some lovely views down there. Now time to go back down again. Hey, just going up Bombay Hill now. Thankfully all these hills are in the shade, make it a lot easier going. Top of Bombay again, lovely view. And down we go. So next up on the hills we've got what I like to call Half Mile Hill. No prizes for guessing why. It's a real good one for training stimulus, this, because it's sort of a bit of a disused track. Let's have a look. And it goes into a bit of trail and it's just ever so long. So you've got like this really steep bit that we're coming up to now, and then it eases off a little bit, but then it just carries on and carries on, and it's a real good one for training this. It's part of the Team BR Structured Mondays, this one, and yeah, it's just makes you forced to keep that effort going for much longer. And because the hill sort of drops off a little bit, it sort of promotes a bit of active recovery while you're still working. Really good, really good. Let's just go over this steep bit. I just got a bit of a burn up to the end now. The thing with hills is, yeah, they are hard. There's no sugarcoating it. It's really tough work, but you've got to focus on the outcome, not on how you feel at the time. Because if you avoid the hard work all the time, you're not going to get any better. And those people who go, oh yeah, it's an hard session that, and yeah, it is, but you've got to do them. Ultimately, if you want to better yourself, you've got to do the hard work. There's no escaping it. All these people who say less is more, rubbish. More is more. It's just about how you manage it. As long as you're making sure you're getting more recovery. So I think what they mean by less is more is that you've got to optimise your training to the best you can with the time you've got, and that's really important. You've got to get those key workouts in, but ultimately you've got to do the hard work, no escaping it. Last hill of the day, on a road aptly named The Hill in Wellerby. It's a bit of a toughie, another Team VR favourite hill session. Again, as all hills, it's a bugger. Alright, that's it. Top of the last hill. It is now absolutely roasting. We've got a nice view. What time are we at? Just 9:10. So I've got 5.5 miles home from this point, and God, it's roasting. I'm sweating like nobody's business. Right, let's get it done then, eh? I've been running these routes around here for so long now that there's one particular bit that I always dislike going down, and for me it's this bit. The bit going from Whirlby to the Ancombe. It's a 2-mile stretch, and I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's because every time I run down here it's always at the end of a long run, or because it's just so exposed here. You know, when it's windy you get the full-on wind. It's a day when you've got the heat, the sun's just beating down. I don't know what it is, but it's always tough not getting grumpy on this bit. I always have to try doing some mental acrobatics to try and forget about what it is I'm doing down here. But saying that, talking to this camera is making me feel a little bit better about doing it, so but I'll hop over the railway in a minute, and then it's about half a mile to the Ancombe. Once I'm on the Ancombe, it's about 3 miles home, so it should be a steady trot up, and then I'll be able to get laid up for a little while then. Just got back home after that. It was tougher than expected on that last 5 miles. I was feeling great until but I think it was mainly because it was all tarmac, and the sun was beating down, and you know, and you can feel the heat coming off the tarmac, and there was no wind to sort of blow the sweat off either, so it was getting quite tough on that last 5 miles. So much so, I decided to walk actually once I got onto my road. I think I messed up, and I stopped my watch when I was trying to do one of these videos, and I stopped the run at, I think it was 14.5 miles. So I had to start it again, and from there I've worked it out about 5.5 miles, but I clicked onto 6 miles just as I got onto my road, and I thought with the heat and everything it's probably a better idea that, I mean, I was only 100 metres away from the house, so I thought, well, I'll start walking now and just have a nice little cool down, and walked home. So as soon as I got in, God, I could just feel how much my car temperature had gone up. So I got stood in front of the fan and got a Fruit Pastels lolly out and had that. That actually brought my car temperature down. And then I did my standard recovery drink, and the frozen berries in that made it lovely and cool. So having that just sort of brought my car temperature down as well, and I'm feeling quite human now actually. So I best get on with tidying my pack up, otherwise the wife will start complaining that my pack stinks of sweat and stuff. So yeah, no, it's job done though. It was a good session. I think there's plenty of training got out of that. We've got a long distance in and plenty of hills, as you've seen, so quite enjoyed that session.